Good morning, Scott School, on this wonderful Wednesday, September 11th. Today is a day that is a historical marker for an event that happened several years ago. And some of you likely don't know about that event because you weren't born, but our staff here does remember that day, that historical moment. And so today is a day that we pause and we think about all of our heroes that are here to protect us and the work that they do because they're all around us. We have heroes here in DeWitt and we have heroes throughout our country. And so today is a day that we want to honor them and pause and think about all the people who do kind things for us and make sacrifices for us. So I just wanted to toss that out there as a token of appreciation and remembrance. Our Fabulous Vocab Word of the Week is honorific, and you will know that we have these handy dandy illustrations each week. So, second graders, this is new to you. Our third graders are aware. So, this one is a picture of two students talking about their teacher, and one says, "We use the honorific Mrs. when addressing adults at Scott School." Remember, it could be Miss, it could be Mr. Also, it could be their title. So, for example, an honorific for me could be Principal Reha, or when you go to a doctor, it might be Dr. Smith or whatever the last name of your doctor is. So, it's really great to use these honorifics because it's a way to not only address somebody in a polite fashion, but it also demonstrates respect. And I want to share with you that our breakfast routine in the morning will be changing next Monday. So we're going to get through the week, but next Monday, third graders will be dismissed at 8:30 to go to the cafeteria and pick up breakfast and then return to the classroom to eat it. And then at 8:35, our second graders will be released to go down to the cafeteria and get their breakfast and return to class and eat it. So that's just something to put on your radar so that you remember that that's coming up. Classroom teachers, if you could please talk about this with your students and perhaps practice that, that would be super helpful too. Like any new routine or change, sometimes we have a couple of bumps and it takes a little bit to get that routine moving along as we want it to. But once we practice, I think that this will be a great change and help us be more efficient with our morning. I also want to give a shout out to all of our students for the hard work put forth on DIBELS testing, DIBELS 8 testing. So that occurred last week and earlier this week. And then NWEA testing has started. And so many are putting forth their best effort, which is great to see. Remember, these tests aren't ones that you can study for. These are tests that you just show up and give your best, and that's all we ask of you. You don't need to be worried about these tests at all, but we do ask that you give your personal best by being very patient when you're reading through the questions, taking your time, and then resisting the urge to just click on answers and move through the NWEA test in particular. Because when you do that, the computer tells your teacher, uh-oh, that student is going way too fast. And if you go way too fast, the test pauses and says, try again. And sometimes we have students have to retake tests because the scores are not valid or they're not right because the computer is sensing that there was a lot of clicking going on. So we want an accurate representation of what you know to help our teachers and our staff here support you in your continued growth and learning. So remember, you can't study for these, but you can give your best effort and be patient, slow down, read all the questions or listen to them if you have audio, and then take your time. If you get down to a couple of answers and you just don't know, make your best guess. That's all we ask. Make your best guess and move on. So keep up the good work, Scott School students. It's been really great to see our students back in action, taking these tests and giving your best effort. And now, please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Scott School.